Alright, hi everyone. For next session you will need your sketchbook and then a image from your collage, and it can be more than one, so a couple of different images, figures or buildings, animals, insects, birds, anything like that. You'll need a scrap bit of paper, and then we're going to try this technique using oil pastels in a different way. So you need a selection of oil pastels, even all of them will be good, so bring your oil pastels, your drawing ink, your paintbrushes and water pot, pencil, and then you can either choose whether you want to add colour by doing our tissue paper, bleeding tissue paper technique, or I guess you can do both. You could try some watercolour. So have maybe both ready, and we'll give it a go. So to start with, you want your scrap bit of paper, and what you're going to do is you're going to use a whole section, colour a whole section of your scrap paper in the different, you're almost making a rainbow. So as you can see, it doesn't matter, mine's got writing on, you can use a blank piece of paper. If you've got no scrap paper, you can use this page in your sketchbook. But essentially you're making a rainbow out of these different colours. So you can even overlap some of them. You just need to make sure you're pressing really nice and hard so the whole section gets coated. Okay, there we go. That's the first task. And next is to open your sketchbook, move this to the side, to a nice clean page, and then you are going to, like we've done with our carbon paper, is turn it face down, and you're going to get your image and put it on top. I'm going to turn mine round so it all lines up with the video, but you can do yours horizontally or vertically. And then you're going to do just like we did with the carbon paper. You're going to press down really nice and hard around your drawing, your image that you've chosen. So this is also a way you could actually transfer your actual drawings into adding colour. But I always like using images that I've found that I like in magazines. These are some ancient puppets, examples of puppets that I was interested in. So yeah, we're going to take our time with this, but I'm going to go fast so that you can see what happens. Okay, I'll do all three. And again, we can try this more than once. We can test it out with different images. So bring a couple of different images from your collage selection that you like. Okay, so now I'm moving that away and I'm peeling off. Ah, yes. Can you see that? How it's collected the image with a rainbow effect. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my water and my ink, and I'm just going to paint the background a little bit, not too dark, and see, just seeing if it resists. Oh yes, it's resisting quite nicely. The black, maybe not too, don't want to go too dark. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a sort of black background with my ink. Can you see how when I'm going close to the oil pastel it sort of resists? And then you can also, so that's some of the using the drawing ink, but you can also use some tissue paper, again like we did last time, wet first, tissue paper, then wet after, and just leave it there for a little bit. I'm going to get some kind of sea tones, I think. Are they sea like? Anyway, remembering to wet first and then add your tissue. Wet first, add your tissue, then wet again. And you can see I'm almost using it already like a paint over the top. Get another one of this lovely magenta down here. Okay, and then I'm going to just use the watercolour so that you can see while these are drying. I'm going to try a little bit of watercolour to mix with it. I'm doing a kind of blues and sea sort of colours in the background. And then I'm actually going to use the watercolour very lightly to colour in these figures a little bit. I might try one. Oop, that's some of the water from the. Actually, what a good idea would be to have is if you've got any tissue or kitchen towel, to have that ready, just in case you do, like me, a little bit too much water. So I'm dabbing that, and then I'm going to go back to the yellow and add the yellow. There we go. And I was going to make them each a different colour, but I think that yellow works well. So I'm colouring in, painting in, and as you can see the oil pastel lines are resisting. And then I'm going to peel these off, but I'm going to save them. And you know, with this scrap you can we can use it again, so we can do these drawings again and again. Such a magic little technique. It's basically making our own carbon paper. Okay, so let me clear out the rest. There we have it. Our little drawing with oil pastel, tissue paper printed, a bit of ink, and some watercolours. So we'll try that this week. All right, thank you.